now, 4:30, Joe Carollo back on the stand.
The Miami City Commissioner is accused of abusing his power to hurt South Florida businesses, all because they supported his political opponent. Local 10's Leanne Morjon is live to tell us exactly what happened in court today. Leanne, another emotional day in court? Lots of fireworks?
Actually, no, at least from what we've seen so far. It was a marked difference from a report from a couple of days ago when my colleague Ian Margol told you about how Joe Carollo was on the stand and accusing people of lying, of giving these sort of big reactions on the stand. He was much more subdued, probably because half the questioning today was coming from his own lawyer. The second half, though, which was that redirect by the plaintiff's attorneys, he still was on what seemed to be his best behavior. At times, he did seem maybe a little annoyed with a line of questioning or offered maybe extra explanations for certain things, but things were a lot more calm on this, the fourth day of his testimony. Joe Carollo showing up for court on Friday and heading back on the stand for his fourth day of testimony. The commissioner is being sued by Miami businessmen Bill Fuller and Martin Pinilla, who allege he violated their First Amendment rights and repeatedly used the power of his office to harass them and hurt their companies. Carollo, however, says all of his actions were done in good faith while doing his job as the commissioner for District 3 and trying to improve the quality of life for residents. Lawyers for Carollo pointed to 2 emails by a constituent to the mayor complaining of noise levels at an assisted living facility and caused by late-night music at Ball and Chain. One of the emails said, quote, "The music is driving us crazy. It's extremely loud. We live on 10th Street, and with our windows shut, we can still hear the music. We voted for you, Francis," referring to Mayor Francis Suarez, "help the residents." Carollo says the email was eventually forwarded to him. Carollo insists repeatedly that he did not target any of the plaintiff's businesses for personal reasons. While at times providing answers that were verbose, Carollo continued to keep his cool as his attorney Ben Cuney questioned him. During redirect, which at times brought out a bit of contempt from Carollo, he reiterated that he felt former Code Compliance Director Orlando Diaz was, quote, "not truthful" during his testimony, and that he felt the city at times was, quote, "selectively protecting Fuller." So Carollo is no longer on the stand. After that, jurors began to hear from the wife of Bill Fuller, which is one of the plaintiffs in this case. Important to note that when the trial resumes on Monday, they will be back in the federal courthouse in Fort Lauderdale. They did have to shift over here to Miami-Dade after there were some issues that arose as a result of those record rains last month. Now it seems those issues have been resolved and they have permission to move back to Fort Lauderdale starting next week. For now, reporting live here in downtown Miami, Leanne Morjon, Local 10 News.